Hi everybody, so today I wanted to do a video on small space ideas or small space challenge ideas for kitchens. So I've always kind of been challenged with a smaller kitchen, and that's okay. But there's always you know, things or a look that you want that you struggle to achieve because you're limited with your space. So one of those things that I was really hoping to find a space for was a coffee station. You know, I see them on Pinterest, I see them in people's homes, and it's just a lot of fun to entertain and have that coffee station. So I got on Pinterest and I looked and I looked and I looked, and everything that I found on Pinterest, everything was so cute, but they all required either a large wall, a large counter, or a big piece of furniture, which requires a large wall. So none of those are things that were gonna work for me. So I just decided to shut that down and not look at that anymore and just try to figure out what was gonna work for my kitchen, because I didn't really want to give up on the idea yet. So I kind of went all around my kitchen, and one of the ideas that I had was my pantry. I thought maybe I could, take my pantry and open it up and get, one of those nice pull-out drawers and maybe do a tray and a plug-in back there. But then I just kind of thought, well, I'm going to really lose pantry space, and also this is the door to my dining room, so that would not be ideal. So this is what I came up with. Okay, so remember guys, I said my coffee station was on the small side, so we will start up at the top. I got this mug at Hobby Lobby. It was bright orange metal, and I painted it black so it would pop on the brick. And then I got this cute bin at Hobby Lobby also, and it stores all my K-cups. And obviously you can write anything you want on them. They're also metal. Just a handy bin for small walls. And then down here, I got another bin at Hobby Lobby. And, I don't necessarily love Hobby Lobby, but they do have a lot of industrial looking bins, which is kind of the look I was going for. So I also got this at Hobby Lobby, and this cute little shaker at Target, and little creamer at Home Goods. And of course there's my Keurig, another bin from Hobby Lobby. I like the bins because they just, for a smaller area, they just kind of keep everything neat and out of the way. Right below is my overflow for tea and more coffee. And then right up here are my mugs. I got those from Crate & Barrel, and I think I want to get some more in a different color. And then right here, super handy, is my water, and there I keep my spoons. So I'm a pretty happy camper now when it's coffee time in the morning. So yay. Okay, so here's my pantry, and the way it used to be, all these shelves went straight across, okay? So basically, if you were up here and tall, I'm on the tall side, if you were up here, you can't see what's on this shelf or that shelf or that shelf unless you're totally bending down and looking. So that was not working for me anymore. So I told my husband what I wanted to do was just cut out the center of the shelves. And he thought, that was not a great idea. He thought I was going to lose space, and I knew it was just going to be more usable space. So we basically just gradiated the shelves, and we started up here and worked our way out a little bit. So each one is just a little wider than the one at the top. Now I can see everything that I have at a glance, and I love that. I don't have to guess or go buy duplicates or anything like that. We could have bumped that out and up and put a nice door on with a light inside and had a real, walk-in pantry. And that would have been great, like 10 years ago when all my kids were at home and everything. But, now they just come and go. I have a pantry outside, a fridge outside, so I just didn't really need to, do that much. So this was a pretty simple fix, and I can see everything, and I love that. Everything all at once. So this house came with double ovens, and that was great while it lasted. But when my youngest, Joey, was about 10, he came in the kitchen and wanted to make something in the oven, I guess, and tried to turn it on and he couldn't get it open. And he didn't realize the night before I had set it to clean, and there's a lock, you know, and it was really strong, and he decided to go out in the garage and he found the biggest wrench he could find, brought it in, and pretty much opened the oven and broke it completely. So we came down and were like, oh, okay, our oven is ruined. Because, you know, it wasn't just the door, the whole thing was tweaked because it was a very large wrench. Anyway, so we were just about to go ahead and just buy another oven and fit it in the space, and I thought, wait a second. I'm always looking for more space. I really want to find a way to get more space. So I decided to give up my double oven. Yes, I know, everybody thinks I'm crazy, but you know, we entertain outside a lot, so we barbecue. I've got a microwave convection oven here. I've got a stove. I've got the plug-in thing that you put the casserole in. Crock pot, I mean, you name it, I've got it. And so I thought, I'm willing to give up that double oven to get more space. So I have never regretted it once. Okay, so these are my drawers, and they're just really nice. We had them made, and as you see, they have full extension, you know, which is just super important. This is my favorite drawer in the whole kitchen because it has so much stuff in it. I don't know what this must weigh, like a couple 100 pounds, but all my plates, all my bowls, it's at a good height for me to unload the dishwasher all the time, which is just right across the way. And it's just, I love it, love it. And then this one is also just as big, and I've got like baking bowls and stuff like that in there. So it's the best thing I ever did in this kitchen. I love these drawers. So another thing that I've been a little challenged with, or a lot challenged with in this kitchen, is my kitchen nook, because it is really a small kitchen nook. And you know, I have a good sized family and they're here a lot, but the good news is we entertain outside a lot. I have a large dining room table and a nice big table outside that seats, I don't know, 8 or 10. So that's all good. But I still kind of wanted to make it work for, you know, a few people to come over and sit. So this is what I came up with. Okay, so here is my kitchen nook, my small space kitchen nook. Let's start with this door. When we moved in, the way you got through was through there. This is my kitchen nook. I mean, what were they thinking? I don't understand. So my brilliant husband flipped the doors, and now we go in through that way, which just makes so much more sense because that's my family room. For years, I always had, you know, all chairs in here, and I just finally gave up on the idea because there just wasn't enough room for everybody to sit down. It's too skinny this way. So everybody was always, if I had a chair over there, everybody was always hitting the wall or something like that. Or if it was too far out, they couldn't get out. It's just too small. So I gave up and I just got a bench instead. And I actually found this bench at Goodwill. And I can't believe I found it. It fits under my window perfectly. And it had these cutouts here, which I found baskets to fit in perfectly. I just couldn't believe they fit so perfectly. And I put all my outdoor candles and things like that. You know, I use them, but I don't have to get into them every day, so that's easy enough to get into. So everybody always wants to sit on the bench. I'm not sure why. I guess it's just comfy, cozy, I don't know. I do have an extension that I can put in the table. If, you know, I can seat 5 here, but, you know, it's just not, we're not gonna have a family dinner in here. That's what the space out there is for, or like I said, in my dining room. So sometimes in living in a, you know, limited space, you just kind of have to give up on an idea. And I did, and I'm happier with it. I'm much happier that I don't have all those chairs anymore in the way, and this works great. So yay for that. Hey guys, so that's it for today's small space challenge ideas. If you guys have any ideas for small spaces, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. And please don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. See you guys soon.